Hello, how's everybody doing? Today we are going to learn how to find our way around the piano keyboard. So at the end of this lesson, you'll be able to find and recognize all the notes on the piano. Sound good? Let's go. First of all, we need to find out how all of these sounds are laid out in terms of high and low. In piano, low, boomy sounds are to the left. And high, teeny sounds are to the right. And therefore, the words that we are going to use are low, down, below, left, and high, up, above, right. We want to be able to find notes amongst all these keys. And I know that all the white keys look the same, but if you look at the black ones, if you look at the black keys, don't you spot a pattern? Look closely. There are bigger gaps in between the black keys. Bigger gaps. These bigger gaps form a pattern of black keys. 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys. So what you really have is one section of 2 and 3 black keys repeating itself on the keyboard. And what we're going to do, we are going to have a look at just one of these sections of 2 plus 3 black keys. And here it is. All the notes are in here. There are 7 musical notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And there are 7 white keys in this section. We'll talk about the black keys a little later. So let's break down this section further and find out where the notes are exactly. So let's have a look at the group of 2 black keys. Around the group of 2 black keys, there are 3 white keys. And the first note that we're going to discover is C. C is the note to the left of the group of 2 black keys. And now you could ask me, why not A? A is at the start of the alphabet. Why don't we start with A? It's because of the way the sounds are laid out that all the songs that we learn at the beginning rotate around C. So we start with C. Now, this is what you should do next. On your piano or keyboard, locate the group of 2 black keys directly in front of you. And then find the C which is to the left of them. If you're sitting right at the center of your piano, that should be middle C. Now, why don't you find the next group of 2 black keys above the higher one to the right? And find the C. Next one higher. And the C. And so on. And do the same for all the C's which lay down below in the low part of the piano. The next note that we're going to discover is the one that comes after in our musical alphabet, and therefore is the higher one. So it's to the right of C. What's after C? D. So D is in the middle of each group of 2 black keys. And what should you do now? You guessed it. Find the group of 2 black keys and play the D, which is in the middle of them. And the higher one. and the higher one, and then the lower ones. Well, I guess by now you know what to expect. If we had C to the left of the two black keys and D in the middle of the two black keys, the next note that we're going to discover has got to be the next one in the alphabet, E, which is going to be to the right of the group of two black keys. Well, you know what to do. Locate the two black keys and play the E to the right of them. Do that for every E that there is on your piano or keyboard. Etc. So let's see what we've learned so far. We've taken a piano keyboard and we've seen that it's made of one pattern which repeats a few times. 2 black keys and 3 black keys. We've taken the group of 2 black keys on its own and we've discovered that C is to the left, D is in the middle, and E is to the right. So now we have a group of notes, C, D, E, which is our Do, Re, Mi. And you can do so much just with those 3 notes. But that's not what I want for now. I'm going to give you a few suggestions for practice. Here's a few ideas how to practice what you just learned. If you can get somebody to help you, it'll be more fun. Ask the person who is helping you to call one of the 3 notes that you just learned. And your job is to find them on the piano as quickly as possible. They would go C, and you go E, D. To make it more interesting, they could call the same note twice in 2 different places. For example, C, a higher C, D, a lower D. Okay, let's have a look now at the group of 3 black keys and the notes around them. There are now 4 white keys. And let's say that I have 2 on the outside of the black keys and 2 on the inside of the black keys. So let's call this outside left and this outside right. Whereas we'll call this inside left and this inside right. So the first note that we are going to discover is the note outside left, and that is F. F is to the left of the 3 black keys outside. I guess by now you know how I want you to proceed. So locate the group of 3 black keys directly in front of you and the note outside to the left, which is F. And then go on and find all the F which lie up above, the higher ones, and down below, the lower ones. The next note in the musical alphabet is G, right? So G is going to be the next note, the higher note, and that's what it is. G is the note inside of the 3 black keys to the left. So inside left, we find G. Just as well now, let's find all the G's. So let's start with the one in front of you, group of 3 black keys. The note inside left, and that's G, and then find all the ones up above and down below. I don't mind which fingers you use as long as you find them. Let's keep stepping up one key at a time. Now, we got to G, so we are at the end of our musical alphabet. We only have 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So G is the last one. We need to go back to the start of the musical alphabet. The next higher note that we are going to discover is A. And A is inside the 3 black keys to the right. And once again, find first the A, which is directly in front of you. Group of 3 black keys, inside right. And then go and find all the other A's around your keyboard or piano. Okay? We got to the last note that we're going to discover. This note is going to be placed outside of the 3 black keys to the right, and it comes after A in the musical alphabet, so that's going to be B. The note B is to the right of the 3 black keys, outside right. You know the drill. Find the 3 black keys directly in front of you, and then the white key outside of them to the right, which is B. And then go on and find all the other B's up above and down below. So now you have another group of notes, this time around the group of 3 black keys, which you need to practice to find quickly. F, G, A, and B. And I suggest you practice that in the same way that you practiced the first group. So get somebody to help you, get somebody to call the notes out loud, and your job is to find them quickly on the piano or keyboard. F, A, B, and then ask them to call one note more than once, up above or down below. G, a higher G, a higher G, F, a lower F, and so on. Finally, you need to put together the first group of notes around the 2 black keys, C, D, E, and the second group of notes around the 3 black keys, F, G, A, B, and you have all the notes laid out for you. Now you should practice these 7 notes around the piano in the same way that you practice the 2 groups separately. Train yourself to find them as quickly and confidently as you can. Okay, just one last word. I know that we're all beginning to play the piano, so I really don't mind which finger you use to find all those notes. You can use one finger for now, because we haven't talked about technique quite yet. Well, you can now find all the notes around the piano. Now check all the links in the description, subscribe if you want, and see you on the next lesson. Thanks for watching.